If you're deemed low risk with no underlying medical conditions, you're in a certain catchment area and you're a public patient, you will be approached on the postnatal ward by a community midwife like myself, and you'll be offered the Early Transfer Home scheme. Early Transfer Home is a scheme that is offered to women. We would come into your home for maybe 5 to 10 days. We would give one-to-one care within your own home. We would stay with you for whatever length of time is necessary on that certain day, and the visits are scheduled to your needs and your baby needs and your family needs. If you feel that the scheme is something that you would really be interested in, what we would do is we would make sure that your baby gets checked by a paediatrician or a midwife who does a newborn check within 24 hours. Once that is all signed off, a midwife or a doctor, whoever delivered you, will come and they will assess you and check you off. Then the relevant information, phone numbers, details of your correct address, etc. will be taken, and you're free to go. Go home, and the following day, within 24 hours, you will be visited by a community midwife. We would also give you our contact details, so you have constant contact with the hospital once you leave. There are certain things for the first 24 hours with regards to cord care, and also baby's feeding. Make sure that that's all on track, and that will again be reviewed in the morning if you have any issues or any concerns. On the scheduled visits, we would obviously go through your general well-being, make sure that you're feeling that little bit better, getting fitter day by day by day. We would go through then with the baby, make sure that you're coping well with the baby, that we would do bath demonstrations, we would check on the baby's bowel movements, whether it's getting wet and dry nappies, whether the baby's feeding well, any concerns in that area. Once you feel that you're deemed fit and we're happy with everything, what happens is you would be discharged from our services. We would be in contact then with the public health nurse, who in turn will contact you and will schedule appointments. Obviously there's the local health centres that you can access to get further support, community support, like a Leis League or a Cuidiú or anything like that. And obviously your GP is a port of call as well, because you have 2 checkups, one at 2 weeks and then one at 6 weeks.
The role of the public health nurse is to support and encourage the mother in her new role. We'll be informed of your discharge from hospital, and we would aim to visit you within 48 hours of your discharge. The public health nurse is there to increase the mum's confidence as a mother, but also to help educate her in the care of her baby. This is the start of a relationship between you and the public health nurse that continues from the first visit and right through until the preschool years. The first thing we want to do is have a chat with the mum and ask her about how her pregnancy went and how her labour went, the birth went. And maybe that if you have any questions that you have around the birth or something that you didn't understand, we can talk to you about that also. So we will talk to the mum about how she's feeling physically, and perhaps she might have a wound or sutures, and also care of the breast if she's having problems with breast engorgement. We will discuss her diet, the importance of a good nutritional diet. Also, we'll talk to mum about how she's feeling emotionally. Remember, you're very, very tired. You've just gone through pregnancy and birth. So the first couple of days, maybe 3 to 4 days, you might experience what's called the baby blues. This is also a hormonal change, but it's also the tiredness you're experiencing. Mums can experience postnatal depression, and it's important that if you are feeling down or panicky or sad, that you should talk to your public health nurse or your GP. It's important that bonding is established between mother and baby and the whole family. And this means plenty of cuddling and holding your baby close and talking to your baby. Remember, you can't spoil your newborn baby, so the baby likes to be held and held close. So then the public health nurse will do the examination of the newborn, and this is a full head-to-toe examination. We look at the head, we do head measurements, we check the fontanelles, we look at the eyes, the oral cavity, the ears, we're looking at the baby's posture, We're checking the limbs, we're also looking at the spine, we're looking at the chest and abdomen. We can talk about the care of the umbilical cord, but all this is in What's Up Mum chapter on baby care. Then we check the baby's weight. It's a naked weight. The baby may have lost up to 7% of their body weight before they've left the hospital. And it's important that we try and get the baby's weight back to its birth weight by 2 weeks. We measure the baby's length, and all these measurements are recorded, the head, weight and length, in the baby's growth chart and in the baby's notes. Towards the end of this visit, the public health nurse will leave her details with the mum, and the mum is free to contact the public health nurse at any time should she need any information regarding her care or the care of her baby. The public health nurse may also set up an appointment to visit the mum again in her home, or else to invite mum and baby to the health centre for a visit by appointment, or else to one of the health centre's walk-in clinics. She may also be invited to the local breastfeeding support group in her area. The breastfeeding support group are facilitated by the public health nurses, and they're there to support mums and to give breastfeeding tips and advice. We know that mums go to support groups to get this information, but we also know that mums go to the support group to meet other mums and to share tips and advice among themselves. At the breastfeeding support group, as well as mums sharing ideas and tips with each other, the public health nurse is there to give information on the basics of breastfeeding, and that includes position and attachment on the breast, feeding patterns, and also some problems that mums may encounter, such as nipple soreness, engorgement, mastitis and other problems like milk supply. The idea of these breastfeeding groups as well is to increase the duration of breastfeeding so that mums will breastfeed confidently for longer, but also to enjoy the experience as well.